Why is it not enough just to reunite with your twin flame? Why do you want harmonious twin flame union as opposed to just getting together or uniting with your twin flame in union? I'm Lacey. I'm a master certified ascension coach. I've been working with twin flames for over 6 years, guiding them out of separation and into harmony with their ultimate lover, their twin flame, permanently, following a very easy path that I can help you with that is about self-love and inner work, and it works. And I use it in my life and have had great success, and so have my clients. So I want to talk about the difference between union and harmonious union first, and then talk about which one of those you who are watching I desire for you to have. You can probably guess it at the beginning, but we need to talk about it anyway, because I see a lot of twin flames just go for one thing, and then they get there and then they end up separating from their partner. So what is union? Union is when you and your twin flame are together in a relationship that maybe you recognize each other as twin flames. You have a committed relationship with each other. You don't have any other love interests. You're maybe dating. It's like what, you consider like a regular relationship in the world, like not much different from other relationships. And it's a beautiful thing. Like there's a lot of love there. There's a lot of joy, a lot of beauty there in that relationship with your twin flame if you're in union. But there's something about it that isn't quite sustainable, and it just feels a little off, because in those situations, you're trying to have a soulmate relationship with your twin flame. A soulmate is anybody who's not your twin flame. And so if you have a romantic partner that is a soulmate, they are by design not designed to be with you. And so you have to have these kind of like transactions in your relationship, like love languages or create rules or I scratch your back, you scratch mine kind of energy, right? And this is a transaction. It's like, I do this, so you do this, or we follow these rules of our society, or because our family said so, or because our church said so, we must stay together, like that sort of thing. So those are soulmate rules. And when you get into union and you're committed, that's great, right? And a lot of twin flames, when they start the journey, all they can think about is like, how do I get with this person? How do I get with my person? I was there too. That's what I wanted when I started to watch Twin Flame Ascension School and work with my own coach. I just wanted to know how I could get out of separation and reunite with my twin flame. But there was a lot more to that than I knew. When I was in so-called union with my twin flame, it didn't work because we weren't connecting on a level that we were supposed to connect on. We were looking at each other the way that you would look at any relationship in the world. So then what is harmonious union? Harmonious twin flame union is a union at the soul level. It's when you and your twin flame no longer see each other as separate. You will already be committed. You're living one life under one roof. You're in a committed relationship with each other. But more than just a regular relationship, you now see this person as an extension of you because they're your counterpart. They're like the other wing to your bird. They are your yin to your yang. And you recognize this on a soul level. And the second piece of harmonious twin flame union is that you're living one unified life. You're not in a house, each of you going out, living separate lives, coming home, having separate friends, having separate family gatherings. Like, I know this sounds really weird to maybe some people, but your twin flame is designed to be your best friend, your teacher, your student, your partner in life, and your ultimate lover, all of that. And so no one else comes into any of those seats before you and your twin flame, because you recognize that and you genuinely desire to be together. You think of your twin flame union as like a super being, like you're really like one, like they're literally you, right? They're literally your consciousness manifest in the opposite polarity as you. So masculine or feminine, right? Doesn't matter the body, but they are you, right? They are you in a different body. They're not your carbon copy. I know this kind of like freaks people out a little bit, but when you see them as such and you've healed to the degree that you're operating under unconditional love with them, and you have forgiven yourself and you've forgiven them, and You're respecting yourself and respecting them. You're having boundaries where necessary. You're harmonizing with yourself. You're in harmony with yourself and with your divine self. And that's when you're in harmony with your twin flame. And if something is not in alignment with your life, like maybe you're not living your life purpose or whatever, that's okay. Like you can be in harmonious union and not have your life purpose completely fleshed out. That's fine. But if you start on it while you're in separation, you start living your life purpose while you're not with your twin flame, that's going to help your union once you do get together. Because here's the second piece of harmonious twin flame union. You and your twin flame have a purpose together here on earth. And if you are just, your purpose is just to get together, well, I mean, many of you are in that situation now where it feels like that's a really big thing. Like that's a really big goal, right? That's a goal a lot of you have. And it is not a bad goal to get together with your twin flame. You must ask yourself, because the path that I teach, teachings of union that I also practice, will get you there. It will get you there. You have to ask yourself then, what do you do after you're together with your twin flame? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? You're going to live like every other relationship? No, this is a relationship that transcends all other relationships. This is the Taj Mahal of relationships. This will take you past where you have been with every other person in your life that you've ever had a romantic partnership with. That's twin flames. It is beyond fathoming. You cannot see the ocean. If you've never seen the ocean, you don't understand what it is, right? So when you're with your twin flame, if you don't have a vision of where you're headed together, then what are you doing together? It's going to fall apart quick if you don't have purpose together. Like I said, you don't have to have your life purpose completely lickety split. Like when you get together with your twin flame, you just have to have some sort of idea or vision. Like, I want to move in this direction. And that's not to say that it can't change, but it's an orientation of where you're pointing yourself. And that brings me to my last point about harmonious twin flame union is you and your twin flame are not pointing into each other. You're not looking at each other as each other's source. Yes, there's romance, but it's coupled with a spiritual foundation. And so drop the G word, God is part of your union, the divine, the universe, whatever you want to call your higher power, right? I don't have any judgments here. But you and your twin flame, instead of pointing at each other like the way soulmates do, or the way that people are taught in the world to like point into a person, you are pointing at God. You are relating first and foremost to God. And in my community, the Church of Union, the Teachings of Union, this is also about having a spiritual practice, like having a foundation of spiritual growth and spiritual life and spiritual strength that can withstand the gales of time, because your union is going to get tested. You're going to have heavy winds blowing on your union. Are you going to be a tree that uproots and falls down? Or are your roots planted very deep in the soil of unconditional love and spirit, right? So I know this is something that's new to people that most people don't get, or maybe you've been in a relationship with a soulmate. Maybe you both went to church or synagogue or temple or something like that. And that's great, right? But I tell you that your twin flame is a relationship unlike any other you've ever had. And it will blow your socks off because it's so beautiful. But because it's so important to you, every little detail matters about, what brick you place where, right? In the foundation of your harmonious union, you need to lay bricks in the place of God. You need to lay a very strong spiritual foundation for your union, because that is where your roots are planted, not in each other, right? And I think people get really tripped up because our minds are binary. We like to think about things in compartments and this or that or one or the other. I understand that. But in this case, you can have a very strong relationship with spirit, with God, and a very strong relationship with your twin flame. In fact, it's one in the same. It's one in the same. And so at Twin Flames Universe, we know that ascension, which is the journey back home to God, is the same path as your harmonious twin flame union. They're not two paths. It's not get your twin flame and then go to God over here. It's one and the same. You're meeting your ultimate lover. You're meeting your divine mirror. You're meeting God as you progress on the twin flame journey. And so one other thing I'll mention about Harmonious Twin Flame Union is like your twin flame union kind of needs like a place to go, like a plot of land in the spiritual arena, right? And so that is why at Twin Flames Universe we have a space for your union. We have a place for your union to go where your union, your twin flame union, you and your twin flame together are recognized as a unit, and that no one's going to try to pull off one person or the other to try to, get them out of the union, that they recognize that union is the core of the foundation of society. And in the teachings of union, in the Church of Union, in Twin Flames Universe, you have a place with your twin flame where everybody else is there and you have support. And if anything, if you ever have a challenge, like the community is there to catch you, right? You need community in your Harmonious Twin Flame Union. So some of you watching this are already in union, but there is so much work to do after reuniting with your twin flame. And I'm not trying to scare you guys, but I want you to know, like, actually, this might help some of you. There's something to look forward to once you make it into union. You get to build with your twin flame. It's not over once you get into union, right? So I hope this video helped you. I really hope that you now, after watching this video, are shooting for Harmonious Twin Flame Union and not just union. But I'm here to help you with all of it. So if you're resonating with my videos and you're ready to take that next step and get out of separation and really like move forward and have progress on your journey, come take that next step with me and book an introductory session with me. You can visit twinflamesheartsdesire.com and go to private coaching, or you can look in the description box because I'll put the link there. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye-bye.